Hi, my name is Jorge Pacheco Jr., and I'm a teacher, a school board member, as well as a fourth generation Korean. I'm very proud to be so. The first question is, what does my Korean American identity mean to me and my life? And I like starting off this question with talking about how I became to be Korean. In 1905, my great grandpa traveled from Korea all the way to Mexico to work on the plantations so that he can earn money for his family and then eventually return back home. And him as well as 1,014 other Koreans were promised that they were going to return home with riches, with resources, especially as the Japanese were colonizing our peninsula at the time. But unfortunately, he and all the others were abandoned in Mexico and were not able to afford to return, most of them, and many of them decided to just integrate with the local community and create a new life for themselves. And so that's what my great grandpa did. I can only imagine what it was like for him to leave his family, leave his home, go to a place where he did not speak the language, know anybody, and then eventually build an entirely new life, which is what he did. He married a Maya woman. He made Maya Korean kids. And then a couple generations later, this is where me and my family come in. And so for me, what it means to be Korean in my life, it means remembering that his strength, his resilience, and his ability to face the unknown is what's in my blood to this very day. It's that bravery and that courage flows in the veins of my entire family, and I think it's what and it provides me a fuel, a motivation to accomplish anything I want to accomplish. Because every day that I remember a struggle of my own, every day that I feel that I can't do something, I remember my ancestors and I think about what they did to bring me to this point. And that honestly pushes me forward more than anything else. So for me, to be Korean means to face the unknown, to fight for your family, to fight for the future generations, and to have pride in my roots, which is why I very much have a lot of pride and celebration over my own heritage and ancestry. So the next question is, what were or are you most proud to be Korean American? So I think what makes me most proud has been the level of acceptance that I've experienced in the Korean American community and in the Korean global community. And I first experienced this level of acceptance when I studied abroad in Korea. I was the first in my family in over 107 years to return back to Korea and to take the opportunity to study and learn and acquire the language, learn how to read it, learn learn where a big chunk of my story came from. And it was my teachers who taught me Korea there. They were the very first Koreans who told me that I am Korean and that I belong in our community and that I should help others experience that as well. And that moment when my teachers told me that, it actually brought me to tears. And it actually motivated me to become a teacher, which is something that I am now. And I think about those teachers because those are probably the most impactful teachers I've ever had. And so what makes me proud to be Korean American, I think, is when I came back to the United States, I went straight into the classroom about a year later. And I used my position and my experiences as a student of Koreans to become that really impactful Korean American teacher, to help other Korean Americans, to help other mixed Koreans, to help everybody experience pride in who they are. And so that's what makes me really proud to be Korean American, is the acceptance that I felt from my own people and my ability and inspiration to do that for others. And that's why I am the Korean American teacher that I am today. The last question is, what would you like to share with Korean American students attending the YKAA camp? So only one thing, and that is Korean Americans come in every different shape, every different shade. There are Latino Koreans, there are Black Koreans, there are white Koreans, there are mixed Asian Koreans. Um, there are Koreans of every different type of mix you can imagine. And I think the most important thing is for Koreans like us is to feel accepted, especially because, as we know, discrimination against mixed Koreans is very prevalent, especially in the Korean homeland, and it's even prevalent here in the United States. So, as the next generation of Koreans, use your power, use yourselves to bring that acceptance and bring our communities together and make all Koreans feel accepted, because there's only one type of Korean in the world, and that's all of us. Everyone is just as Korean as the next, and in our community, and so let's make sure that everybody experiences that, because with strength comes unity, and we are the ones that decide if we are united or not. So thank you for listening to my story, and if any of you ever want to talk a little bit more about my experiences, I Miss Kim will be able to, Trustee Kim will be able to connect you. And thank you, Rosa, for giving me this opportunity to talk to all of you and to be part of our community. Thank you.